Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Bushcraft family here. Yeah, here we go again. I talked about this the beginning of my channel and whatnot, importance of water and whatnot. And it seems like the western end of the United States is running out of water. We got a big drought coming, and we just don't have the water. I'm going to show you here a clip real quick. Let me find it. Let me switch over real quick. So you can see here, yeah, this is the one on the left is from 2000, and the one on the right is from 2021. In a year's time, look at what has happened, and that's not even what's happened now. It's even worse than what you see here. I mean, look look at where this used to be. I don't know if you can see my mouse over here, but you can see where this water used to be up in here. Used to be a river here, river here. There's nothing coming into here now. And again, this is last year. This is not. We haven't made it past this year yet to see what has happened, what is going on with this. But as you can see, it's quite alarming. And what they're calling for is way back when, I think 1,000 or so years ago, we went through this. But there was no dams or anything like this. The Native Americans that inhabited this area, or California area, in Arizona and New Mexico and all those areas, they built great cities and this and that, and they all disappeared one day. And they figured that they all left because there was no water to keep things going. Don't know if that's 100% accurate, because the scientists, they have different theories about everything. But you don't need a scientist to tell you that we are using more water than what we've got. I mean, in a year's time, that is a lot of water that we've used up, and we're not getting any water back to that. So eventually, it's going to go down, and uh, they're saying right now that it's the biggest. We're 150 feet from before it was a dam. I mean, imagine that. You got Hoover Dam. Lake Mead is holding all, or they made a Lake Mead from that dam um, so many years ago. And I think when I was there, you could see it was like the water was up high enough to where you could splash water in there. I mean, now I it's horrible. I mean, you see all the way down in there. You see the turbines and stuff, and you see the holes where the overflow was, where if water got too high and whatnot, they didn't want too much weight on it, so it would release the water and stuff. But you don't see that now. It's just horrible. And the thing is, we get a lot of food from California. I do admit we do get a lot of food, um, but I do believe that's about the end. I mean, where else in the West, or just California alone? Even though Hoover Dam supplies much more than just water, it's Las Vegas, it's parts of Arizona, all of California, the bottom end of California. That's their major supply of water and stuff. Lake Mead and Hoover Dam is very important for that. Now, show you a story here. Yes, it's LA Times, but yeah. Extreme heat drought will permanently scar California and its social fabric. I don't know about social fabric, but it's going to hurt more than just a social fabric. I don't know what they mean by that, but plant life eventually will look like the desert. I mean, it is going back to the desert. There's no way around it. I mean, there was I think it was called Little Pacific Project, which does sound promising. I mean, but nothing was ever done. I don't think they did any more on that project. And what I mean by that project, they they had an idea of making a pipeline from the Pacific Ocean and having it go underground, some parts, where the mountain is and stuff like that, and travel to Lake Mead and have a distiller or whatever they call it, where they take the salt out and dump the remaining water into Lake Mead to fill it back up. Which sounds like a good idea. I mean, we have a lot of water in the ocean there. All the only thing wrong with the water, it's got salt. So you take the salt out and you got water. And why hasn't that project been taking shape? I know it would take many years, but this project was supposed to happen like I think 10 years ago or so. It would have been done by now. The water issue would have been done with. Just think of all the extra water they would have then. But yeah, there's the money has to come from somewhere, and California has to put it in different projects other than saving farmland and trees and wildlife. The wildlife in that area has really diminished. You hardly see birds like they used to be. Because all the insects are dying off and stuff, so the birds have to go somewhere where there's food, and it all trickles down, and then you don't have any life out there, and that's where we're going with this. And this year is going to be very bad. It's another one of those mega droughts, and unfortunately, I don't think Lake Mead will survive this. I think we're going to see this year that we're not going to have a Lake Mead. It's going to be just the river again, if that. Right now, the upper end of that, the Muddy River is pretty much nil. So you don't have any water going into the lake, and we're using all that water that is left in there. We're going to run out. Yep. Or they are. We'll put it that way. They are, which is us, because we get so much food, all the grapevines and all the grapes and all the farmland down there. Where are we going to be getting our produce through the winters and stuff like that now? Florida can only do so much. Biggest part's going to come from Mexico, where a good amount of it is already coming from. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that little tidbit to you guys. I noticed because I've been paying attention to it and stuff, and I wanted to see that latest image. I've been waiting for the one coming out this year, and they'll probably post that picture at the end of the summer. So we'll see if Lake Mead is a Lake Mead or is it just the Muddy River. Until next time, guys, God bless.